Hello and welcome back to the next tutorial. Today we'll be going over Ret Paladin, its PvP talents alongside what stats to stack. As I mentioned in the previous video, there's two ways of playing Ret Paladin. I will be going over that in this video. Ret Paladins are currently not in meta as they don't put out a lot of damage, but they do bring some utility. With the most recent hotfixes that was on Tuesday, it looks like we got a verse nerf, so we're back in the game with Oozing Blood. Let's see what this week will bring in the World of Warcraft arenas on Friday EU and Saturday NA. If you like this information, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. Also hit the like button, it helps me out a lot. Get ready for weekly uploads every Wednesday at 8 PM Eastern. Go ahead and comment down below if you have any questions or if you want me to look at any other class or spec. Alright, let's dive into it. I want to add in something before we get started. If you are trying to decide what race to go with and your horde, I would recommend the allied race Zandalarian Troll over the Tauren over the Blood Elf. Getting that additional 4% crit buff is very nice, but you can also change it to various buffs with the Zandalarian. Now looking at PvP talents. For the first slot, we want to go with Gladiator's Medallion or Relentless. This is standard, but you'll see a lot more people running Relentless right now. But I still prefer Trinket because if the healer can't dispel it, it's on you to dispel it with Trinket. Next we want is Lawbringer. Judgment now applies Lawbringer to initial target hit for 45 seconds. Casting Judgment causes all enemies within your Lawbringer effect to suffer up to 5% of their maximum health in holy damage. This does a lot of damage throughout the arena, especially since you are casting Judgment when it's off cooldown for the proc that it gives you, or extra damage when you hit someone with a spell. I enjoy playing this one, Law and Order. When your Hand of Hindrance is dispelled or otherwise removed early, the cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. Also, your Blade of Justice applies Hand of Hindrance to the target for 3 seconds. Keeps your prey slow and wounded so that you can keep on attacking them. Next we go with is Hammer of Reckoning. It is a 1-minute cooldown at 30 yards. When you or your allies with Greater Blessing takes damage, you gain Reckoning, consuming 50 stacks of Reckoning to hurl a magical hammer that strikes an enemy for 24k holy damage, and you gain Avenging Wrath for 6 seconds. Something to be note, you cannot use this when you are using Avenging Wrath already. Other options we can go with is Blessing of Sanctuary. 45-second cooldown, instant cast, 40-yard range. Instantly removes all stuns, silences, fears, and horror effects from the friendly target. Reduces the duration of future such effects by 60% for 5 seconds. This is great when your healer is in a trap or gets feared or anything like that. You can remove the effect and get them back in the game. Another possible talent to go with is a Vengeful Aura. When you or a nearby ally with your Greater Blessings within 40 yards become a victim to a full loss of control effect, i.e. your fear, your sheep, your hex, your blind, anything like that, your holy damage and crit strike chance is increased by 3% for 8 seconds, stacking up 4 times, giving you an additional 12% damage and crit strike increase. This is very good against a lock mage combo since you are constantly getting sheep and feared. It can help you get your crit up so that you can hit hard. Now on to crit strike or stats. What we are looking at with stats. When I said there was 2 different ways to build a Ret Paladin, this means with corruption. There's 2 different paths that you can go. The first way you can build a Ret Paladin is by stacking Verse. Verse on verse on verse. Verse in every slot of your gear, verse enchants, and verse gems as well as verse corruption. Playing the long and safe game. You also get verse with conflict and strife, but I will be going over that in a later video. We want to focus on verse, haste, mastery, and then crit. The other way that you can build your paladin is by stacking crit, so that we can see those 100k crits with everything stacked up. We want crit on all of our pieces, gems, enchants, and then of course crit on our corruption, as well as going with blood of our enemy in our heart, which I'll be going over in a later video. If we went this route, you'd want to stack crit, mastery, verse, and then haste. You want to do that so that we can maximize our damage with crit and mastery, since mastery gives a buff to our holy damage. As you can see, there will be another quick video coming out to go over the Azerite traits and what to be stacking. If you like this information, drop a sub in my channel, like, and leave a comment if you have any questions. This is Fox0G giving you Ret Paladin information.